that.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 67.
We are the Midwest Sad Boys. Thanks for being here, everybody. It's been a week since we have seen you last. Lots of things have happened in the real world, in our worlds. What about your worlds? Tell us what's going on with you guys.
Yeah, leave us some comments. We like talking to you.
So there's one avid commenter on Spotify. You know who you are. Thanks for being here. We appreciate all your quips and wisdom, and just thank you so much. And also, shout out to Fact Checker Jim. He yelled at me because I said it was, what did I say? It was Creedence in Clearwater.
Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Thank you.
Yeah,
and
CCR.
You notice he didn't correct me last week, but like now he'll just wait till someone else says something to correct
In the
me.
moment, I didn't like catch it. When I was editing, I was like, ah. And then I was like, I'm not going to say anything.
Speaking of songs that Donald Trump got a stern finger wagging about, it has come out that there has been yet another band. Did I send it? I texted it to you, didn't I?
Yeah.
There is yet another band that has said, no, sir. No, you're not allowed to play our songs at your warm-up music, because apparently people need warm-up music.
Politicians need warm-ups, too.
And yeah,
it's like a fluffer for politicians.
Yeah, shout out to local Ohio boys. So some real Midwest sad boys. Foo Fighters donate My Hero royalties to Vice President Harris after Trump's unauthorized use at his last rally, when I believe he was introducing Kennedy, one of the Kennedys, right? I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Oh.
But yeah,
I don't know, politics.
Stern finger wagging to you, sir. You can't play songs that you don't buy the rights to.
Dude's just getting all the finger wagons lately.
My brother told me that he heard me say the stern finger wagon and didn't understand it, and then I kept saying it, and then he finally pieced together it was like a, and he said it was funniest shit he'd ever heard. So shout out to my brother. Thanks for watching every episode, Holmes. Do you have any updates? I think you have an update. Your car was in the driveway, so what's the update on the splatter shield that you had to get zip tied?
Oh yeah, so
did that get fixed?
Yeah, so quick update. I went to Pep Boys originally, and they're like, "Yeah, we can't put this up. You're gonna have to take it to a body shop and have them redo the holes so they can rethread and get them put on." I was
yeah.
Huh. So I called the Jeep dealership across from Best Buy, right, the one we used to work at, and
the Blue Store.
And I was like, hey, this is what's going on. Apparently it's been missing some screws since, because I went to Walmart, and they're like, hey, it's been missing bolts.
Oh.
Since the first oil change that I ever took to them after I stopped working at Best Buy, so I didn't take it across the street anymore.
Right.
They're like, yeah, we've been documenting that you've been missing bolts on that thing since you came here for the first time. I'm like, oh. So I called the dealership that I was taking it to before, and I'm like, yeah, and it seems like it was probably whenever I was bringing it to you guys. They're like, well, there's really no way to check that. I was like, well, the place that I go to now has been documenting it since I took it to them, which was 3 months after I quit working across the street from you and stopped bringing it to you. So you could probably check the records of when I got oil changes last, right?
Yeah.
And then they're
check
like,
the receipts.
They're like, oh, what's your phone number? Let's pull your record up. And they're like, how long has it been since you've been here? I was like, I don't know, 2 years. They're like, yeah, there's no record of you.
Bullshit.
I was like, can I talk to Jamar?
Oh, he's name dropping, folks. Oh, man.
I did, because Jamar is the one who was always there when I was getting my oil change done, or when I had that oil consumption test.
Oh, yeah, dude. You got to remember that bullshittery that he was going through many Moon episodes ago.
Yeah. So I talked to Jamar. I was like, hey, man, my name's Jason. I worked at Best Buy. I brought my Jeep Renegade over. We did a consumption test. He's like, oh, yeah, what's up, man? He remembered me. And then I pulled up I came on Saturday. I pulled up, and someone came out, and they're like, you here for the thing with the bolts? I'm like, yeah. I walked inside, and Jamar was like, what's up, man? We're going to try and make it quick for you.
Nice.
Knew me right away. I'm pretty distinct,
You are a guy that ever was.
Yeah. So they did that. We walked across the street, got breakfast.
Oh yeah, of course.
And they didn't charge me a penny. They're like, yeah, we just got all new bolts on there for you. So you're good to go. I don't know why they told you had to get them rethreaded. It worked fine. I got you all taken care of. And then what's really funny is that I was walking out to go to breakfast, and there was a person who's there like, I'm here for my oil consumption test. And I looked, and I'm like,
Jeep Renegade?
Renegade, huh? And he's like, yeah. I was like, I went through it too. He looked over at my car and he's like, oh,
Brother!
I was like, yeah, man, software update. Like,
So stupid. Yeah, the software update that was turning off Megan's car too, right?
yeah, it was software update for me. They turned down the amount of oil that they spit into the engine. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, couldn't figure out how to disengage the parking brake, so they just cut the fucking brake lines. Did I tell that story on the podcast?
I think so.
When they pushed it across the auction, we saw the guy at the grocery store, and he was like, "Oh yeah, cut the brake lines, pushed it." Well, all right then. Shout out to the person who bought that car. Good luck.
Jesus.
Yeah, so that's good on them though, because the last time I was there, I had to refrain from saying words, and I would not have been allowed back in that establishment, so I walked away.
That's fair because outside of Jamar, trash.
Yeah, maybe that was the problem. Is I didn't know the guy. I didn't have the secret sauce.
You didn't have an in, dude.
Yeah, you got to have an in when you go to the car shops, because fuck no, they ain't sure shit ain't gonna help you. Anyhow, what else do we have on the list today? I actually had some stuff. I got a lot of things here. What do you want to talk about today, man?
Well, we got a lot of talking. We should probably hydrate real fast.
Before I start rapping and yapping and gapping, flapping my jibs, make sure you stay hydrated.
All the yappins. Yeah, I got a normal size cup for me today.
Honestly, that is a Jason sized cup for those listening out in podcast land.
It's like normal hand size for me.
It's like a gallon jug, but it fits in his hand. Shout out to the boys over at W.GG. Make your plain water taste better. I promise you, if you stop drinking sugar, start drinking water, and just sit on your couch and move your arms, you'll feel better.
Move your arms.
Gym money back guarantee. You didn't spend any money, so no money back.
If you can't move your arms, move your legs.
Yeah, do anything other than sitting still.
Yeah.
W.GG, use code SADBOYS at checkout. That's BOIS. Save 10% off your order. Drink more water, feel better.
Feel more better. Do better. Be better.
Ooh. I hope that translated on the microphone.
Dude, you sound hydrated now.
That was a long drink. So, where were we? What do you want to talk about today? I got a lot of stuff written down that I've just been holding on to, so we can just like...
Dude, I feel like your body's like 73% water now.
I aspire for 90.
What?
I'm not hydrated enough. What's on your mind, bro? What do you want to talk about?
So how many things you got? Let's play a game. Let's
1, 2, 3, 5, 7-ish. Seven-ish things.
7 things. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We're going to get through all 7 of them, so just blindly pick them in order.
Okay, perfect.
Out of order.
3.
Whoa, which one was number 3? Oh, so I think I'm probably a little late to the story because I have had this on my notes app for a while, but did you hear about the John Deere layoffs?
No.
There was a big John Deere plant, and there was quite a few layoffs after, of course, they reported record profits because... Duh.
Well, yeah, that's how you get record profits.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. It's like they kind of go hand in hand. It's crazy. So I saw this article. It says, husband and wife worked at the same plant and both got laid off. And it was like, what the fuck are we supposed to do? We now literally went from dual income to 0 income. So the article goes on to just talk about, they were interviewing the guy and he was just explaining all the difficulties that they're going through. And then there was a comment, probably, I don't know, halfway down. And it just kind of struck me as pretty awesome, and I thought it'd be fun to read. So this comment from a user, Gano65, says, these companies have a playbook. So we're off to a great start.
Oh, boy.
Number 1, locate your factory in an economically tough place to get a monopoly on the labor. Checks out, right?
Yep.
Shout out to you, Flint, Detroit, Lordstown, Oof. Number 2, keep wages artificially low, but pay more than the other guys. Drive other businesses out. Make yourself the only employer in town.
Oh, boy.
Man, when you hear it, you're like...
2 for 2.
Yeah. Number 3, donate some pennies for local baseball teams or high schools and get a tax write-off and get goodwill with the community. Yikes. Number 4, put workers in unsafe conditions, squeeze them out of pensions, healthcare, and pay raises. What up, East Palestine? That's, really still fresh on the chops there. Number 5, claim profits off the back of those cuts and give shareholders and CEOs raises. We've been,
Boy.
I think we've been barking up that tree for quite a bit on this podcast, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Number 6, when the workers fight back and try and unionize, threaten their jobs. What up, Elon? Oh, you don't want to come work at Twitter no more? Yeah, well, sucks. Find another work somewhere else. Number 7, when the workers do unionize and start calling you on your bullshit, move your work to Mexico or overseas.
This is insane to me.
Last but not least, blame the unions, close your factory, move it. Number 9, repeat. It's like you want to read those things and you want to be like, that's not really how it happens. No, that doesn't happen. No, the big government, they would never do that. But like it happens over
all the time
and over and over. And then when you say things like that to people, they go, well, it's so-and-so's fault. And it's like, no, it's all of our faults for letting it happen over and over. The first time it happens, shame on you for pulling one over on us. Second time it happens, shame on us for letting it fucking happen again. But then shame on you a third time. I feel like at that point it's a pattern and we're fucking up here. Like, so do what you think is best for yourself because no one else is looking out for you.
Speaking of businesses closing, I was told about this the other day.
Ooh.
Did you hear? So for local Ohio people, you might understand this part, but Trumbull Memorial Hospital is set to close.
Yeah. My stepmom is a nurse at a hospital somewhere around there, and she shared an article on Facebook. I did hear briefly about it. Educate me some more. What do you know?
All that I know is that somebody, like the courts or somebody, were like, hey, like they filed for bankruptcy, which a for-profit hospital filing bankruptcy. Where'd that money go?
Yeah. Wow.
Bonuses,
It's almost like there should be receipts that we should be able to look at and see exactly where the money went.
Uncooked books.
What?
But apparently they had like 30 days or something to like facilitate a sale. And it's not very clear if like someone can buy it afterwards or if it like had to be done within that 30 days for it to continue to stay open. But as of right now, there is nobody. Apparently there's like a Warren like doctors group that's trying to like get the money to like buy it. But they don't have enough yet. They need more time. But the judge was like, nope, 30 days. So like, it just seems like there's something real fishy going on there. Like first...
Yeah, why are you so adamant on it being no extensions? And then like, what? My follow-up question is, what happens to the patients?
And they're taking patients up to the day before they close.
Right.
So it's like...
Hold on.
So yeah, right. So it's like, who's benefiting from this?
Yeah.
And who paid the judge off?
Yeah.
But it's like, I guess it was a federal ruling. I don't know. I don't know all the details of it. Just from what I've been told from people who live out there and have heard from people, which that sounds super reliable. But
I know a guy who knows a guy who robbed a guy who told a guy that the hospital's closed.
Right. But it just seems really fishy. Like for the main thing, how does a for-profit hospital file bankruptcy?
Yeah.
That blows my mind. And then the fact that they're going to continue taking patients up to the day before they close. It's like, hey, man, you're coming in because, like, your leg exploded.
Yeah, you just got into a car accident. You're probably going to need hospitalized for probably 6 to 8 weeks. But my shift ends in 30 minutes. So
and we
you
close
think you could pick up your leg off the ground and, like, get out?
Yeah.
I'm not cleaning that up.
Yeah, my shift ends in 30 minutes and we close in 3 hours for good. So I don't think we can wrap this up any sooner.
He just hands him a Band-Aid over the counter and a lollipop. Have a good day, sir. Good luck. Hey, I know your tibia is sticking out of your shin right now, but here's an ice pack and pudding. Good luck.
There's a belt, a stick, and a bandsaw. Go to town.
Yeah, MacGyver this shit yourself. Have at it. Yeah, that's wild. So, but like also the concept... let's just backtrack a little bit. When you said for-profit hospital, we should just full stop right there.
Oh, yeah.
What? Why are hospitals for profit? I feel like if a hospital makes money, it should use said money to make hospital better, make other people better, get more money, make bigger hospital, it's almost like an infinite money glitch, and we seem to somehow piss it away. I don't understand.
There's one thing that people are always going to need is a hospital.
Yes.
Like, it's gonna happen. Like,
Yes.
there's just no avoiding that. So
it's
like,
not a if you get hurt, it's a when you get hurt.
How does a hospital that's been open for like what 40, 50 years or more? I don't even know.
Yeah.
Like
It's been a lot. It's been around since I've been born.
Before I was born.
Because I'm pretty sure I was even born in said hospital.
I was. Yeah. So like, how?
I'm sure my dad will correct me. You actually was CNEs. Shut up. Didn't ask.
But like, it just.
I agree. How?
Yeah, it just blows my mind. So to all the people who work there, the nurses, doctors, staff, everybody, super sorry. That's really shitty.
Thanks for doing your job of, taking your healthcare oath and actually sticking through with the things that you're paid to do, even if the people paying you are literal scumbags.
Yeah, it's not your fault.
Yeah. Thanks for being you. Shame on the people above you. Moral of the story.
Plenty of good hospitals in North Carolina that need good people. So
dude.
Get that traveling nurse gig.
That Pinehurst Surgical, they are constantly building new shit. So like eventually the building's going to get built and they're going to need people to do hospital stuff inside of those.
Yeah. So if you do hospital stuff.
Yeah. I don't know if they're hiring. Do the internet research on your own. But
you mentioned buildings closing and bankruptcies and
it's wild stuff, man.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, that was so that I don't have anything else to say about that topic unless you do.
Good.
So we're gonna work on our segues better. That was a good topic end instead of just jumping right into a next one.
Oh, there we go.
I tend to just get super excited and we just really kind of run head first into the next one. Let's see. Would you pick number 3? What else do we have on the list here? What else? What other number?
Let's go 5.
Oh, I saw this ridiculous ass video on the internet, and it was this lady who was advertising her business on TikTok and Facebook and YouTube and yada, yada, yada. Her job, or so she claims, to be at her own agency that she is the owner, sole proprietor, I don't know, LLC business terms. She's a baby name consultant. Yeah, I'm gonna let that one sink in for a second. You're gonna hire this lady to come up with names for your baby, and she charges anywhere between $250 and $400. I think you get a discount if you get twins, and then she gives you like a buy one get one.
You get a BOGO if you got 2 babies.
Yeah, the more you're having, the cheaper the name prices begin. Like Octomom, hell of a deal.
Yep. Buy 4 get 4 free.
Yeah, BOGO. So, but like just the concept of paying someone else to give you suggestions for your baby. Am I the only one who finds that strange?
That's like that meme where it's like, we're house shopping. He's a teacher and I collect butterflies. Our budget's $1 million.
Yeah.
Like,
he picks belly button lint, rolls it up into balls, and then knits little cats.
And I help people name babies.
Yeah, I name babies. Our budget is $18 million. We've had the house for you. Next week on House Hunters.
What?
Yeah, dude, what? It sounds like such a fake ass job, but like this lady was legitimately advertising her business, and there was people like, "Ooh, where do I sign up? What's your website?" It's like,
how?
I'm hoping that those people are trolling, like, LOL. Where do I sign up?
No, that's like the other like 10 accounts that she has, and she just goes on and like, oh my god, I could absolutely use this, girl. Like, please help me pick a name.
And then it's just ridiculous ass spellings of any name with Lee, LEIGHLIYY.
LE-A.
Tragedy. TRAGEDIEIHGI. Tragedy.
LE-A. La Dasha.
La Dasha. Man. Good old internet memes. That was just one I had wrote down. It said baby naming consultant. LOL what?
How do you even get that job?
Well, I don't think you get that
job.
You make that job. You quit your job and go, this is what I'm doing, and you somehow convince people to give you money.
Somebody watched one too many Gary V videos and just went full send on a baby.
You just have to believe in the mindset.
How old are you? 60? You got 20 years left in you to grow this business.
I used to watch Gary V and I was like, yeah. And then I stopped.
The problem that I have with Gary V is that I love watching his videos. They're super motivational, right?
So motivational.
But everything he says is so great in theory.
Yeah.
But if you don't have money, you can't take those risks.
True.
Because then what happens? Like, I followed my dream, and now I live on the corner of 7-Eleven and McDonald's.
In a van down by the river.
Yeah, like, now my dream is just to have a house again.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, you can't always just full send follow your dreams.
Well, if you have a small loan of $1 million, I mean,
Yeah, if
chump
you're a
change.
trust fund baby and you want to follow your dreams, absolutely.
Go get it, girlfriend.
Go get it.
Yeah, dude, the Gary V videos and like the other super or like Sigma brain, like, oh, this is the one trick to unlock your full potential, just tricking your brain this one easy step.
Yeah.
And then they're like, first you gotta, then you gotta, and then finally you trick your mind into just believing and manifesting. You're like, brother, you said a lot of words.
But those are always followed up with, and then buy my ebook and
and I'll buy my class and I'll tell you how,
sign up for my master class for 28 payments of $49.99. Or you can do 4 payments with Afterpay. And
yeah, first lesson's free right here in Squarespace.
It's ridiculous. But like, I mean, I love the content that Gary Vee puts out where it's like, just be nice.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you know what? Great idea.
That is the one I try to exude the most. I know I do talk a lot of shit, but like also just be nice to people.
Yeah. So like, I love Gary Vee. He's great.
We just did talk a bunch of shit.
I did follow my dream and, leave my job and it's so far
it is
working. It's working. So like, yes, but it's not as easy as it was when I had a full monthly, income.
Yep.
So for somebody who's not in the situation that I'm in, or even just a slightly bit worse off, like it's a really bad idea to just quit your job and do your dreams.
Full send it, pussy. What was I going to say? Money can't buy happiness. You're right. It can't buy happiness, but it sure can pay off the sad things. So
yeah, you know what? Happiness. You really get a lot of happiness.
Where's that?
Pumpkin spice lattes.
Oh, this.
And those cost money. So absolutely, money, therefore, does buy happiness.
You know what? And bacon. You can't go wrong with some PSL and some bacon. Not maybe at the same time if that's your vibe, but
why not? That sounds great. A little salty, a little sweet.
Ooh.
Pumpkin spice bacon.
I guess if it is PSL season, then I guess that means it's officially the end of summer. So Sadboi Summer has, you know what it is, because I did say September 1st. It's officially fall.
Just wait, everybody. When we do our drive-through video,
that's right.
We're gonna get some PSLs.
We got the equipment. We're gonna do a live taste test of a PSL, and spoiler alert, I'm probably not gonna like it.
That means more PSL for me.
Yeah, because then I'll just give it to him. So we've got some things planned up. We don't have any dates for anything yet, but we just got some cool stuff that we want to try and see how you guys like it.
Yeah.
So Sadboi Summer is officially coming to a close because this is the last week of August, and now September is officially fall season.
It doesn't feel like it when 90 degrees outside like 3 days this week.
False fall this weekend. You got tricked. You can't fall for false fall.
I had a hoodie and shorts on. I was laying on the couch. It's a little chilly in here. Let me put a hoodie on.
Yep.
It was so good.
Yep. I went home for a local sad boy funeral, and my brother warned me. He was like, "Hey man, it's like pretty cold in the morning. Make sure you bring a hoodie." Pause. 2 minutes later, not to sound like mom or anything. So shout out to mom, shout out to my brother. Told me to bring a hoodie.
Jacket.
Yeah, make sure you bring a hoodie. It's kind of chilly. And then when I had to take the dog out in the morning, it was the vibe for sure. Walking out shorts and a hoodie. Woo wee. Little crisp false fall air. Ugh. You can smell the breeze. You can hear the leaves are rustling and they're getting ready to change. Oh, I love fall.
I
love me some fall.
So autumnal.
Oh, so autumnal. Alrighty, I got a couple things left on my list here. We got about 25, 30 more minutes. What do you got?
So we did 3 and 5. Let's go back to number 1.
Number 1. The other day I was thinking. I heard like a YouTube video about the after effects of that. What was it? That the wildfires in Hawaii that were last year, right?
Oh, okay.
Give or take.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that, but you know what I'm talking about. And then it got me thinking after we just went and saw, I had wrote this down, when we went and saw Twister. Mm-hmm. And the the whole point of the spoiler of the Twister movie is one of the characters works for like a research team to study how tornadoes work, and then the funding for his research project comes from a big insurance Mongol who was buying off these houses of people who just had their shit blown apart in a tornado. And it was like, oh, there's the scummy, gold digger real estate guy. So I was reading this article, or I saw this video. It doesn't matter. They're doing that shit in Hawaii now. Did you hear about that?
No.
I mean, this has obviously been going on, but like now it's, I think, getting out, or at least it's gaining a little traction. But like, yeah, after the big Hawaii wildfires, a bunch of rich people, investor business bros swooped in and were like offering people all kinds of money for their burned down houses. Oh, we'll pay to get it fixed. And then now you belong to an HOA, or now we own your house and we're going to turn it into vacation Airbnbs. And like, it's like offsetting a lot of like natives to the island. And it's like, how can we let this happen? Like, is there not a law that says like, oh, we're just going to buy your shit for $5 because
but like
you have nothing and you'll take anything at this point?
What about insurance? So like, did insurance not cover these?
I think it was the insurance companies were like offering them like these payouts. I don't know if it was their insurance or other insurance or real estate companies or something that were coming in like, oh, insurance is paying you, I'm just throwing out a number, $5,000, but we'll pay you $8,000. But then like in the fine print that we learned about last week, the fine print's got all these things that you're signing your life away to.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a bummer.
Crappy.
When I was watching that movie, I was like, oh, it's not funny when it's real.
Dude, everything you see in TV and movies has happened at some point
Based off a true story. Yep.
Yeah. Like when the Avengers fought in New York.
Yep. Man, we could really go for one of those. Even if I go, honestly, I'm fine with that because
My back pain would be gone.
Yeah, literally. But yeah,
A little snap.
So that was one thing that I had written down. It made a lot more sense when we were talking about Twister many episodes ago. But it didn't fit the vibe at the time, so I wasn't gonna change.
This is the Sadboi Variety Hour today. You got a whole plethora of topics to talk about.
I told you I had quite a few today.
Dude, I love it.
What else you want to hear about?
Well, we did 1, 3, 5. Let's do 2. Let's bust our way through it.
I don't know why I wrote this down, but here's what I have written down. Rich people bunkers. What do they know that we don't?
Yeah, so like, why do they have bunkers?
Yeah, why are you guys building all these crazy ass underground bunkers? What's the deal? What do you know?
They got an in, like, hey man.
They know with Jamar.
Yeah, they know with Jamar. They're like, hey man,
And-
15 years, be ready. This date, full moon, in May. We're like, wait, why?
Hold on, that's a lot of specifics.
Be ready.
For what? Be ready.
Be ready.
Yes.
Click. It's like,
Wait a
that's
second.
it. Yeah, so they're like, all right, we got to be ready. According to Keith on the phone, I got to be in May.
I thought they had a Jamar. They had a Jamar on the phone. They knew a guy.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, but Keith, he's the part timer who's after Jamal's. Or
It's
Jamar's shift is
Jamar's
over.
assistant.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
right.
yeah. So then they're just like, all right, but you said be ready. So like, let's build a bunker.
But what? But what kind of bunker? What are you building it against?
Is this like Fallout, or is this like what was that one movie?
Twister.
No, who was it? Was it Brendan Fraser was in the movie?
Mummy.
Like that? No, not the Mummy. Hold on, I gotta find out what this movie is. Hold on.
Well, gave me more details. I'm just naming mummy or naming movies.
I'm gonna find out what it's called.
So it was Brendan Fraser, The Whale. He was in The Whale. Name any movie. Jaws. That's a great movie.
Blast from the Past. A naive man comes out into the world after spending 35 years in a nuclear fallout shelter.
Oh, that sounds like
It's Brendan Fraser.
Brendan Fraser. Is that the movie where I thought it was called Pleasantville, or is that also a movie too?
I don't know. Might be. But it's Brendan Fraser.
Brendan Fraser. Does that movie start out in black and white when he's in the bunker, and then when he leaves the bunker, the video goes color?
I know nothing else about it other than I remember seeing it in like just little bits and pieces of what happened throughout the movie. But like exactly like that though, like why is there a bunker? Who knows about these things? What do we not know about? Or is this all just like people who are like crazy conspiracy theorists, and they're like,
Yeah, but the article or video I was watching doesn't matter. It was like Zuckerberg's got one. So it's not the weirdo. Well, I mean, he is a weirdo. He keeps barbecue sauce on a shelf. But like,
but it
he's
is
also a
Sweet
lizard
Baby
person.
Ray's.
What?
if it's like one-off production, Sweet Baby Zuck's barbecue or something.
Fair point. I don't think it was. But like, I guess he is a weird person. But why is the lizard man building an underground bunker? And why do I not have an underground bunker? Why do I need an underground bunker? What do you know? And why are you not telling people that they should be getting
They're
one?
just waiting for that, like the doomsday clock to actually hit midnight. And they're like, all right, guys, we've been preparing for this. It's May, full moon, doomsday clock, midnight. Let's go.
And then they go in the bunkers and then the doors don't open? How does it work?
Yeah, I don't know.
Do they just seal themselves in and then we die? Or like, is
But
that...
so like, how do you know what happened? Like, like, when do you decide like, all right,
Today's the day.
you go open it, see what's up? Is there nuclear radiation? Did nothing at all happen and you just spent a year in a bunker for no reason?
Great question. Find out next year on episode 130. What is this? Is this 67?
67.
So 139. We'll talk about. We need to write this down.
Oh yeah.
We need to write this down. What are we doing next year in episode 139? I'm writing it down right now.
Should it be like remind me in 100 or in 300 days? Just to,
True. Episode 139, underground bunker. Where are we now?
that sounds like a Mr. Beast YouTube title.
I have it written down, folks. I put it in my notes app. I'm going to try really hard to not delete it. And we're going to check in at episode 139.
That's like a Mr. Beast thing. I spent 365 days in an underground bunker.
Look what happens. And then it's not real at all. Have you seen some of those videos like outing all of the behind the scenes stunts are not real at all?
Oh, they're entertaining though. So
They are greatly entertaining, but they are also aimed at children. I've watched a couple of Mr. Beast videos and like he does a lot of great philanthropy work, but I think it's fake personally.
yeah. I mean, his philanthropy work is not fake.
Correct.
But
Sorry.
the videos.
Yeah, let me. Yeah.
I mean,
for correcting.
I
that.
still think he's a great dude, and like, fake or not, like the videos are entertaining. As what it is for, it's just for entertainment. But he does make a ton of money, and he donates almost all of it.
Oh yeah, I gave
puts it back
100
in.
blind people medical surgery, so they were not blind no more. I gave.
Do you believe
water towers to the countries who don't have water?
Do you believe that there are people who are like trying to like
Shame him for that?
shame him for that? It's like, I'm sorry, people who couldn't afford this super simple surgery to be able to see again or hear again, or like these things that you could put for, a couple $1,000s in the ground to get actual water for in a country who can't afford it. I'm really trying to find the bad here.
Yeah, honestly, you're going to tell me that all these good things are bad. I don't understand it. And then follow-up question, why does it take a YouTuber to do all these great things for people,
Yeah.
but then like everybody else is like, nah, fuck that?
Yep. Yeah, all these people that have all this money, the government that had, no, it doesn't, we're pretty broke as far as the government goes.
Well, yeah, no, I think the government actually owes more money than I do in student debt,
Yep.
which is crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, it's kind of crazy, but whatever. Either way. I like Mr. Beast. Good old Jimmy.
Where were we?
Bunkers underground.
Oh, yeah. Underground bunkers, dude. That's crazy. So that's wild.
It is wild.
Does that concern anybody else? Just me? Maybe I'm the weirdo.
Yeah, let us know if you have an underground bunker.
Episode 139. we'll call back, and then I'm writing down episode 67, so that I know what episode to call back to, and then you guys can come back and listen. Look at that, generating. Look at that. Hopefully this note will last an entire year.
We're just tying together. We're just weaving our little web.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can now I can delete that from the rest of my notes app. What else do we got, man?
So we did 1, 2, 5, 7. So wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know what we did. I don't know. 7.
The other day, Megan didn't have her glasses on. I just wrote this down because it's really funny. Megan didn't have her glasses on, and she was trying to read a YouTube title for a video, and she said, AI earthworms hit California. So we both put our glasses on. I was like, what the fuck is an AI earthworm in California doing? And it was 4.4 earthquake hits California. We're like, oh, not nearly as funny. So I just had that written
The other
down.
one sounds like an Onion article.
Not the AI earthworms in California. And
oh my God, I would love to see that article.
whew, Terrifying AI earthworms in California. All right, lastly, the other day, have you heard of like what a social credit score? Not like your actual like monetary credit score. Do you know what a social credit score is?
Like meow meow beans.
Yes, exactly. I get that community reference.
Good.
There's also an episode about that in Black Mirror, I believe, was like the thumbs up or thumb down rating, whatever it was. How wild would it be if that actually existed like IRL right now today?
Wouldn't like it.
Yeah. Wouldn't, what if there was a way for grocery stores to use AI face tracking with all those crazy security cameras that, you know, like those Amazon Freshes where you can like walk in, pick shit up, put it in your basket, and you can walk out and you don't have to like pay anything, right? So if they can scan a tomato from 100 yards out or whatever in your hand, they can definitely scan your face, and facial recognition, right, can link you up to your social credit score. Now let's take it a step further. What if, and the blue store that we worked at had these, so I know they exist and you know they exist, electronic sign labels, right? So now we've got these Bluetooth-enabled price tags on all kinds of groceries. Ah, I see. You see where I'm going with this, don't you?
Continue.
Yep. So now you've got these Bluetooth-enabled price tags for groceries, right? They can change on the fly. Oh, bread's on sale. Boop, 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 boop. I changed aisle number 5. All the prices reflect whatever's in this PDF file now for the price tags in aisle 5, right? Well, what if they took that a step further and then, oh, it's 100 degrees outside. Water's more expensive now. Ice cream's more expensive now. Ice packs, whatever, cold accoutrements and desserts. Anything that you would want when it's cold outside. Now it's cost more because the sign can just update lightning fast. You could be standing there looking at a package of Ben and Jerry's half-baked ice cream. Sign says $3.50 for a little quart, pint, whatever. And then by the time you make it up to the front of the checkout, oh, ice cream's $4.50 now because the temperature went up 10 degrees. Isn't that fucking insane?
So, yes, that would be wild, but I actually have a related story to exactly that.
1 second.
Go ahead.
So now let's take it one step even further, which is what I was alluding to earlier with the facial recognition thing. So now we have public social credit scores, right? Oh, your Facebook's got a number on it. You got a number attached to your Facebook, which is attached to your driver's license because you got to have an ID to register on every website nowadays because your internet's being tracked with all these cookies and all this bullshit. Like everything is connected. I know it's easy to be like, oh, I leave my phone at home when I go to the grocery store. That doesn't matter. Like they know everything about you. You know what I mean? Everything is connected these days. There's going to come a point in time where social credit scores, whatever social media point percentage, karma, updoots, meow meow beans you got is gonna correlate to like places you can and can't get into. Things you can and can't have access to. Oh, what's that? Your social credit score is only 5, and when you put your thumb on the little thumbprint reader, you're not allowed into the bank or the restaurant because you don't have enough social status to be in this place. And then what happens when they start, oh, well, you're a platinum gold social status member. You get a discount on this thing. You get access to special sales of supplies and food and water that the poor people don't have access to.
But don't they already do something similar to that in just having that company's apps anyway?
Yes, but it doesn't.
It's not based on yourself, your status. It's to them, it's your level with them, not just as your level as a whole.
Yeah, as like a whole person or whatever you want to call it, like social profile, right? Like, oh, that guy, recovering drug addict for $30,000 in debt. We're not going to give him access to this place because he's likely to cause trouble and get a stern finger wagging.
Oh, you want to go to the automatic car wash? Not today, sir. Do it yourself.
Yeah, right. It's going to start. I know it sounds crazy and that sounds super tinfoil hatty, but like it checks out, doesn't it?
I feel like our country is way too greedy to turn anybody away who has money.
I don't know, man.
We are not in a place where
not yet
we could turn people away based on their status when they have money to spend.
Oh, no. But that's the thing is when they have money to spend, they don't get turned away.
But that's what credit's for.
Right. But like so let's say, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 years when we all have little Google glasses on or we've all got Apple Vision Pros and Facebook Meta Quest 9s, and we're all walking around in public with these goofy ass things on, or we're floating around in our hover chairs like it's Wall-E, right? It's gonna happen.
So nice.
It would be so nice. My ankles, I would love it. But it's gonna happen, man, right? So now we're all running around with these gizmos and gadgets strapped to our face. We look like aliens, like in the movie Alien when the face huggers doing the thing, right? Everybody's walking around with these things on. But so now when I look at you, it goes bloop and it scans and tells me, oh, Jason, Midwest Sad Boy, social credit score, 6,900, whatever, out of 10,000, right? And then you look at me and bloop, Jim, Midwest Sad Boy, social credit score, 420, I don't know, 4,200. Like, but like with a 4,200 credit score, social credit score, I can't get into the fancy pants restaurant down the street.
It's like that scanner from Dragon Ball Z where you just scan it.
His power level's over 9,000.
His social score is over 9,000. It's like, oh, shit.
Oh, shit. He's like impressive.
Let him in. Let him in. Open the door.
Exactly.
Greet
right?
him.
Then the purge starts.
Yeah. Well.
Aha. See?
And it just continues. Oh,
yeah.
my God.
So, but like for real though, like I know it sounds super conspiracy theory, and like I'm sure I'm way ahead of my time. We're gonna look back on this episode in a year and be like, what a fucking idiot. This guy's nobody talking about. But like maybe 10, 15 years from now, 20, 30 years, I'm onto something. I'm telling you.
All it's going to take is one company with like AI influence to like create that, you know, like an Apple or something, or Microsoft, where it's like
one of the big ones.
Yeah. Where they introduce something like that. And then all of a sudden everyone else is like,
well, shit, I got to do it.
I got to make one too. And then there's like 10 different levels of it.
Then the government steps in. Yep.
Government makes their own.
Mandated.
Yeah. I don't know if that'll ever happen. That's the one that's
all right. Everyone, you can take off your tinfoil hats with me. I probably should have put a warning out on that one.
But what I wanted to follow up with
your story. I'm sorry.
So when I was calling about my roof issue, my roof was leaking inside.
Oh yeah.
They literally told me, yeah, well, because it's been really hot outside and you know, we've been having these storms. Normally it's $400. It's going to be $500 because it's been storming. I'm like, it's not going to rain for the next 3 days.
What is it? Well, first off, what does that have to do with anything?
Surge pricing, essentially. There's more demand, so the price goes up to get you in right now.
That sounds illegal.
That's why I didn't go with that company.
That sounds fucking illegal.
Absolutely.
That's crazy.
So yeah, that's exactly why I said no thank you and hung up.
That is, I am shocked.
Yep. They verbatim said that, and I'm like, that's kind of crazy. And they're like, well, there's a lot of people who, you know, their roofs are leaking. And I'm like,
okay, but like you can come out to my house after that one. What does that have to? Why do I have to pay an extra $100 for you to come out 30 minutes after you go to my house? Like what?
I don't understand. It was super shitty. So that company, I'm not going to name them because I honestly forget what their name was, but screw you.
When I remember stern finger wagging for you.
Wagging.
Very sternly.
In a very stern manner.
We don't support businesses who do shady shit like that. And neither should you.
Yeah.
Call them out on their bullshit when they do shit like that. Be like, that's scummy. Have a good fucking day. Bye.
Yeah, what was your name again?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Remind me to
How
never...
do you spell that?
Yeah.
Perfect. And sent letter to Better Business Bureau.
Yeah, fucking for real.
Yeah, dude, that's real. That's some real scummy stuff. Let's see.
What else? I think I have one news article, and do I have one more topic? I don't remember what numbers we have or haven't done.
We've been through quite a few of them.
Quite a few of them.
Been quite a few of them.
You got anything? I see you searching through your notes out there.
I saw this. I was gonna save it for next week, but it really got me.
Uh-oh.
So we've all seen those like drug commercials where they have like this one person who's like, you know, living their best life now because they've got this drug that's going to help solve this medical issue. Mm-hmm. But like, man, in the background, they're like, may cause death, you know, right? So
the sad part is the side effects are often worse than the thing it's treating.
Right. But there's one that I got yesterday. I saw it. And I'm like, what? I had to like go back. Actually, I hate rewinding to hear things. I actually rewound to hear this.
What do we got?
They literally said that you may lose feelings in your lower limbs, and then there's also the side effect of death. I'm like, so wait, hold on.
What was it treating?
I don't remember what it was treating, but it was something about like it like completely like drops your blood sugar or something. It does something with blood sugar, but it was like you may lose your lower limbs, and then also it may result in death. And I'm like,
I feel like whatever it's trying to treat, I think I'll just live with it.
usually it's like nausea, indigestion,
Upset
trouble
stomach,
sleeping,
diarrhea.
Hey, Pepto-Bismol. But it's like normally it's like just those kind of side effects. But it's like, hey man, you take this pill, you might lose your legs or die.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm gonna take a pass on that one.
Like, what?
My favorite is exactly what you're describing, where it's like, oh, take this pill and relieve your seasonal allergies, where your nose is stuffy and it's red and it's a little sore and you might have a headache. But if you take this pill, I promise you'll smell the flowers and you'll be able to enjoy pasta sauces and sleeping on your side without one of your nostrils feeling like it's about to explode. But if you take this pill, your asshole might leak, your bladder might explode, your feet will turn green, your toenails will turn black and fall off, and your eyeballs may pop out of your brain. So take our pill and feel better. Sneeze comfortably.
Yeah, right.
You're like, hold on, wait a second. I think I'll just have a runny nose. Like, no thanks.
Right. It's just, I mean, I understand like they do a test for like, say 20,000 people.
Yeah.
And out of those, one person died. So they have to say
death.
Yeah,
it may have been this experimental drug that makes your nose not run, but they also may have died of other things, but they did die.
Yeah.
Which is sad, but also maybe possibly unrelated.
But like Terry didn't tell us he was on his, last line.
He was on too many trial blood pressure medicines, and this one also drops your blood pressure, relieving all the pressure from your head,
right.
And then his heart just
Terry
stopped.
Was actually a human guinea pig. He didn't tell us that.
Yeah, the first one is the one that dies.
Right.
And then they figure out, oh, well, we got to take that out.
Yeah, they fix it for version 2.
We're not making light of people passing. That is very sad. It's very tragic. I just got home from a funeral. It is very tragic and sad, but it is the reality of life.
We're making fun of drug commercials.
Drug commercials, yes. But it is very sad that does happen in real life.
Yeah.
Take their pill and have no runny noses, but also maybe your foot will explode.
I mean, sometimes though, when it's so stuffy, like, okay, I'm going to blow my nose and I'm going to just get this nasal spray in there real fast so I can unblock it. Right, here we go. Nose is clean and it's already stuffy again.
Yep,
and nothing getting up there.
No,
can't get it cleaned. I would give a foot for this.
Yeah, you know what? Take my foot. Take my foot.
And there's just like one of those medicine sales guys outside, like.
He opens up his trench coat and he has a handsaw and some Flonase.
You get a text and it's like, "Are you serious about that?" And you're like,
"What, sir?
About what? Giving up that foot?"
Foot saw bone emoji.
And then it's just like a mountain and like fresh air emoji or something.
Breathe better. Walk uncomfortably.
Breathe better. Lose weight.
Sure. Yeah.
Honestly.
Yep.
If I lost a foot.
If you cut it like kind of up here by my knee, I think your calf probably weighs what, 3 pounds?
My calf?
Your calf? That's a good chunk of meat. That's probably 3.
Dude, this is like a 15-pound leg. Absolutely.
Here, brother, not up here.
Yeah.
No, you think your calf weighs 15?
Look how big these beefy boys are.
This is
a
big
5-layer burrito right here.
It do be beefy. It do be 5 layers of deliciousness. I don't think it's no 15 pounds.
Absolutely.
Hey Siri, what is the average weight of a human calf muscle? I don't think she heard me. Oh. I found this on the web. What did she say? Hey, total leg. Wait. Oh. Open page. Does it open page on my phone? How I feel like such a boomer right now.
Got that old Siri.
I do. I don't have
that iOS.
I don't have the 18
Siri.
just yet. I'm trying to look at this on my watch. Forearm, hand, forearm, total thigh, total leg, foot, leg, average weight is males 4.7. I was right.
That's average in males. I am not
okay.
An average man.
But your thigh, so your total leg is 16.7,
all right,
including your thigh and your. What are you gonna do?
Lift
now?
my leg right now.
My goodness.
Lift my leg right now. How heavy is that leg?
What? Yeah, I'm picking up your.
That's a heavy leg. That's a heavy leg.
For you guys looking on Facebook and
for all of you
YouTube
in those
right
DMs
now,
about those feet pics, that's a heavy leg.
Your whole ass leg, I agree, is very heavy because you do have some beefy thighs.
No way that's 4 pounds.
Maybe not yours. Maybe yours is 7. You got a chunky turkey 7-pound leg there.
That is at least 15.
Your whole ass leg, yes, guaranteed.
No, calf down.
Thanks for sticking around, everybody, and letting us argue about how heavy Jason's calf muscle is.
Hey, if you've enjoyed this segment, leave us a comment down below.
Like, subscribe, comment, share. Tell us, send us turkey leg emoji and a scale emoji.
Yeah, we can talk about more crazy stuff like this if that's what you're into. So,
all right, I have one news article that is relevant to something that you and I frequent. Shooter games on the PlayStations.
On the PlayStation.
Did you hear about the recent Sony flop? This is the last thing I have for the day. The recent Sony flop.
Which one?
Yeah, right, exactly. Concord, you heard of that one? It's supposed to be like their version of like a hero shooter, which is akin to like Overwatch or Rainbow Six Siege, like a 5v5 shooter-based game.
Okay.
Or Marvel Rivals, where heroes have abilities and things like that. Anyhow, so the game was $40, and when it was in alpha or beta or whatever, one of the free trials, people were like, hey, like, this doesn't look very good, and, but like, all right, like, cool. And then the game came out, and it's $40, and after it launched, it had less than 700 players playing it. So that it was really funny to read articles like newest game comes out and it's X amount of people playing. And then I saw an article today that there was less than 100 people playing the game. And it just came out like a week ago.
That's going to get shut down real fast.
Yeah, right. Like, I would also just immediately charge back my purchase. And like, that's me.
Yeah.
That's a Jason special right there.
Anybody doing that on PlayStation, don't do it because they'll ban your whole account.
Yeah, how bad do you want to play GTA 5 later next year?
Yeah, if you want to know how I know, go back like 15 episodes.
Can you imagine that we're going to have episode 139 talking about underground bunkers next year before we have GTA 6? Isn't that crazy that we're still over a year away from GTA? The next
I just want GTA 6 so bad.
How bad? So bad.
I don't even care who wins the next election as long as I get GTA 6.
As long as I still get GTA 6.
Yeah.
Let's see. Things
because that'll last me 4 years at least.
Things we're gonna get before we get GTA 6 next year. A new president. Episode 139, where we talk about underground bunkers.
The two things we just talked about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it? I was also thinking. Oh, I sent you that update about that controller that I.
Oh yeah.
Pre-ordered last year, which I still don't have this year. That. This guy, so I backed this project on Indiegogo. It's a one-handed controller. And I don't remember what episode I talked about this in, so sorry if you've heard this before.
Long time ago.
Many moons ago. So it's a one-handed controller that goes in your left hand when you play video games on the computer so that you can continue to use your mouse in your right hand. And instead of using a controller with 2 analog sticks, it only has 1 analog stick. Long story short, I backed this project on Indiegogo a long time ago, and recently the guy sent out like an update probably 4 or 5, maybe 6 months ago. He's like, oh, the project's been delayed. My father was murdered. And I was like, oh, brother, that's terrible. Sorry to hear that. And I finally got an update. All the other people that backed the project, got an update today. We're still on. We were supposed to get our controller this month, and this month is now over. So
yeah.
Update. We're getting that bad boy in April. Pew, 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 pew. We're going to be shooting all kinds of stuff on the computer world with our one-handed controller, hopefully in April.
GTA 6.
Yeah.
And it comes out and doesn't support it.
Oh, he's so upset. What a bummer.
Oh, man.
You got anything else? That was the last thing I had written down.
Hold on.
Which is a perfect place to end, just in case you don't have anything.
You know what? I'm gonna save mine. I'm gonna save mine for next week.
For next week?
I have to remember what it was real quick.
Write it down so you don't forget.
I'm trying. What was it?
Well, I'm gonna do the outro while you try and remember your topic.
Yeah,
Everybody get a posture check. Let's get some stretches in real quick. Get your arms up above your head. Really stretch out your back. Ooh.
Dang, it's like escaping me right now. I can't even think of what it was.
Ooh. Oh, really just kind of feel. Yeah, all right. No more Macho Man Randy Savaging into
Yeah.
Brother. Yeah.
Snap into a Slim Jim.
Yeah, brother. Processed meat stick thing.
Dude, I love a good Slim Jim, like the big ones.
I haven't had one in a while. That do something.
Remember when they had them at Best Buy? They had the big ones.
Oh, they had the yeah.
Oh,
you ate a lot of those. Those are so not good for you.
I do not care. They were delightful. You get like 2 of those and a Snickers, dude. Your sodium levels are just through the roof.
And that is why Jim weighed as much as he did when he worked at Best Buy, his heaviest ever, because of COVID and Best Buy employee discount on Snackos.
Yeah,
Well, anyhow, let's see. Let's end with give me some autumnal music. Because we're gonna send off or should we send off Sadboi Summer with some summer vibes one last time?
One last time, we're gonna do some summer vibes.
I like it.
Ready? Here comes.
Ooh,
there it is.
It's very refreshing.
Feel that?
I'm so glad Megan and I want to get one beach trip in before it actually does become for real fall.
Yeah.
We want to get one beach trip in, which is probably gonna be before the trip overseas. We're gonna get one beach weekend in. So everybody, it is the end of Sadboi Summer, so time to put on your hoodies. We're going to have hoodies next week. Hopefully we don't sweat ourselves out. We're going to have hoodies next week. It's the start of Sadboi Fall or favorite season summer. I don't know. We're workshopping the name.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
We've been here for a whole hour. Thank you for being here as always. We don't talk about the numbers a lot, but thank you for continuing to listen. The numbers do keep going up, and we greatly appreciate you being here. With all the same 24 hours in one day, thanks for spending some of your time with us. We enjoy you being here. If this is your first episode, welcome. What an episode to start with. If this is your 67th...
Hold my leg!
Go back and listen to all 66 other episodes, because I'm sure you'll see his feet on there somewhere too.
Oh, yeah.
If this is your 67th episode, thanks for being here again, as always. I don't know. We don't have anything special for next week, right? Just other...
Not yet. We'll see what happens.
Bring your hoodies, bring your beanies. It's the start of fall season. We're not going to have PSLs in the car, but maybe we'll have some sort of flavored treat for the season.
Ooh.
Well,
like that.
If either of us remember, because we're so good at that. Thanks for being here, everybody. I am Jim.
And I am Jason.
We are the Midwest Sad Boys. Thanks for tuning in. We will be back next week with your regularly scheduled midweek Sad Boy update. Oh, that felt good.
Last one of the summer.
Oh, last one of the summer. All right, everybody. As always, stay sad, y'all. Bye. What is the summer music?
That vibe?
We're just vibing in the summer.
Yeah, dude.
Trying to get a tan,
tan
real quick.
Little reflectors.
One last color for the season.
Some seagulls just like calling away, just flying on. Yeah. Oh, they just shit on somebody. Oh, damn.
He's got fries. Get him.
You got fries. Get him.
See everybody next week.
Bye.